I wonder how fast.
You said you don't think Drake can do that?
Drake doesn't even write his own songs.
I've never seen him talk about. I think he's exceptionally talented. I don't know if he can do it the same. He just never said it. Maybe he can.
Do you believe Drake writes his own songs?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I
think he's just a performer.
You don't think he writes any of his songs?
I do. And the reason I say that is because
maybe a couple.
Before he had backing. So far gone has to be written by Drake.
Yeah. So you said like he thinks Drake doesn't write his own music. I think he writes at least some of his own music.
I think he writes them. I don't know about now. I think he wrote the majority of his music at a time, and I think he still has top tier songwriting ability. Mm-hmm. I think it's undeniable. I really do. And even more important than that, he's one of the best arrangers of music.
That's what I'm gonna say too, man.
For sure.
And his work ethic is there, and distribution. Like, dude, this guy's smart. I wish I tweeted this guy. I told all my friends and family, but I didn't tweet this. I knew that the second after the NBA Finals, the last game, he was going to drop the song.
Oh, yes.
Because this guy's smart. You understand? Everyone in Toronto is watching Drake every single day.
Yep.
I know people who literally live on Drake's Instagram. Of course, he's going to drop a song he has the most attention.
So crazy, man.
Genius marketing mind.
He's basically the face of Toronto.
He is. Of Canada, in a sense.
In a lot of ways, yeah. One thing you said, putting words to the emotion you like, and I'm taking back to what you said about Drake. I'm actually going to put a link to this. I was going to tweet about this earlier today.
Yes.
I was reading an article, a profile about Drake the other day, last night actually.
Yeah.
And one of the things Drake says he thinks a lot about is like basically the human emotion. And I think, and it's actually one of the things that, I don't know if you listen to a Drake song, you're like, wow, I feel exactly like that song is exactly what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, being able to put human emotion is very good.
That's why I don't see any other person. It's tough for me to believe that Drake needs ghostwriters. No.
That's what I feel like too.
No. He'll hear something and be like, you said it at 60% capacity, let me take it to 100. That's what he does. Mm-hmm. Even if you hear Hotline Bling, what was the original? Not to throw shade on Baby Drum. Definitely not. He's also phenomenal. But then he heard that cha-cha song he had that was doing well by itself. Yeah. And then he was like, this can go somewhere else. And he was right. That same, whatever, I think it was like, that was the same year that, if I'm not mistaken, the All-Star game was in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to be able to go for like for the slam dunk contest. They called some of the food, what was it? I'm trying to remember this correct. They called the chicken the Hotline Bling. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And I was like, look at the impact. I didn't even say it to like my brother or everyone else, but I was like, do you know how deep into a culture you have to be for them to name stuff
chicken after you?
That's crazy. That's so chicken. I can understand like a sandwich, but just I was like, this is deep. This is deeper than any of us realize right now. Yeah. I ordered it.
You know what's so funny? Like, so we were watching Austin with me and my sisters and our cousins were over at our place, and we're like, dude, why haven't they shown Drake in 5 minutes? Like we were watching, we just wanted to see Drake on the court, just see what he's doing. You want
to see the game, you just want to see Drake.
You want to see Drake, man.
That's how it is. Even every time I saw the game and they showed Drake at like any bar, oh my goodness, it's Drake! I'm like, damn. He's not even balling.
But yo, so now let's talk about the other side of it, right? Which is like when you become so Drake, like this guy, like Drake, Madonna, you know, when you're like so famous, I think it starts to create sort of like we have to like create this brand around yourself.
Yes.
And that's one thing I wonder about Drake. I always wonder with Drake, like, are we seeing the real Drake?
I think so.
You think so? I think to some extent. I think in his music he shows his real self.
He's way too much he's too much in the public that he can't fake it.
You think so?
I think
he cannot fake it.
Because of his background, I think it's a mix of both.
I think so too. Because I always tell people like, I feel like Drake's upbringing was actually a lot like our upbringing. Like he grew up in suburbs. His mom is white. He grew up in like middle class neighborhood. But like the rap game is a lot more urban. It's kind of like Kanye West in a lot of ways too, right? Yeah. But Kanye grew up in Chicago, but he didn't grow up in South Side. Yeah, he grew up in the suburbs.
But he's also been in the media for a long time, so maybe that, and he's been in media from a really young age.
I think so.
So that's
I think he's just comfortable.
Like developed his personality.
He's very smart. Like he's with people too. He has very good people skills.
Unbelievable. I don't know if you guys know this story. This is really... I started liking Drake and listening to Drake when I was still in Kenya.
Yeah.
And there was this... so when I heard So Far Gone for the first time, the last track on So Far Gone is a piano track, solo piano. And I heard this track and I, even still to this day, I'm fully obsessed with that track. I heard that track and I was like, does Drake play like this? What can this guy do? Like when I was a kid, I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then I think I found out maybe 6 months or sometime later, slow internet, that Chili Gonzalez was the guy who played the piano. And he's Canadian as well. And he was actually talking about the story of how that track went onto the tape. Drake didn't get permission. He just put the track on there. And Chili Gonzalez was like talking like, damn, like, I can't believe you just put my track on there. No credit, no this, no that. I think the track is originally called The Tourist, off his solo piano thing, if anyone's interested. Phenomenal.
What's the song? What's the Drake song?
What's the last song? Is it? what is it called again?
Is it So Far Gone last song?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll pull it up. Keep talking.
So he was just talking in an interview about like Drake putting the thing on. He was like, okay, I'm gonna have to talk to this guy. We're gonna have to figure this out. And then he was like, okay. He called Drake. He was like, oh, Drake sounded nice on the phone. He's like, nah. I need to go and fix the situation. And then he was like, okay, I'm gonna go to his place wherever he's staying at and talk to him.
Right.
He goes to the place. And then he's like, oh, Drake is so charming. He sat me down. He gave me this. He gave me that. He was talking about it. Before he know it, he was cool with having the song on there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, even then, I'm thinking like that's just another level of people skill.
That's right.
Because I don't think Drake, at least to me, he's always seemed like a genuine person. Where it's like because of his upbringing and say the acting and the media and all this kind of stuff, he knows how to relay. How do I say this accurately?
He knows how to connect with.
How to connect with
you
in a genuine
Not
sense.
even just that. One thing I noticed about Drake too.
Mm-hmm.
I always noticed with Drake. A lot of people feel like Drake is like represents them.
Yeah.
Here's what I mean. If you look at Drake, right? He looks he looks black, obviously, but he also looks kind of like Arab.
He does.
And I know a lot of my Arab friends, and he seems a bit whiter. And I'm telling you the way a lot of my Arab friends probably feel like Drake is like one of them.
Yeah.
My black friends feel like that too.
Yeah.
And the way he talks and the way he presents himself,
it's like that. And as soon as you have, if you have that like ambiguous look and the Toronto man look, you can represent everyone in the city.
And the thing is smart because then what does he do? He has Lil Baby, then Gunna, then he goes to the UK, then he goes with Dave.
Yeah.
And it's genuine. That guy was bigging up UK artists before anyone here knew that.
That's right.
You know, so I was like, this guy's spirit is like obviously there's gonna be everyone's fallible in some way, shape, or form. But this guy's spirit, as it pertains to like music, I'm not. A lot of people look at him and say, "Oh, he's being disingenuous. He's using people." I'm like, no. Firstly, in any industry, it's gonna be quid pro quo. That's the first thing.
That's right.
Secondly, if that's gonna be the basis of the way things are done, for you to have the skill to be able to be like, okay, how do I big this person up? Obviously, I'm trying to grow my platform and everything else, but if I can give some of my light to other people that are doing great things, let me do it. I'm like, what's wrong with that?
For you, go ahead.
Okay, there's not one person on this planet I've seen who's liked more than him, just because he's so diverse with who he works with.
Yeah.
So like, if you're a fan of grime music, you're gonna like it. If you're a fan of like old school hip hop, like Jay-Z and them, you're gonna like it. If you're a fan of like these new school rappers, you're also gonna like it.
So like for someone like you, an aspiring artist,
yes.
What are some lessons that you can take from Drake? What are some lessons you take from Drake?
Some of the obvious surface ones are like, don't put yourself in a box musically. Like if you can't do if you can do a lot of things, you know, do them. There's no problem with. Obviously, you have to think about how you're presenting yourself and presenting the music, the content. But as far as like making different kinds of stuff and diversifying and talking to different kinds of people, feel very free to do it. That's one. The second thing is not to limit yourself in terms of where you think your reach can go. That's something I'm still trying to work on because, at least to me, I don't. And I guess everyone's in this boat. I don't know what's possible yet.
Yeah.
So you have to envision it to be able to be like, I'm going to go out and try and do this. Like this whole Raptors collaboration thing. Can you imagine saying this 5 years ago? Or
oh man, so another story I heard. So, you know Drake's house in Calabasas, right?
Yes.
So that profile that I was reading about last night, I was telling you guys about.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Future the Prince. He's the guy that sits beside.
Yeah.
No, sorry, not Future the Prince. The guy who sits beside him courtside.
Yeah.
Future.
Yeah.
Like Jazz Prince and
Yeah. So then the article said that in 2012, as a screensaver on his laptop, Drake had a picture of that house in 2012.
Yeah.
And he said not a house like that, but that exact same house with the pool.
Wow.
And
the exact same house.
And since 2012, we've been saying, I'm gonna get that house. I'm gonna get that house. I'm gonna get that house. And now he has the house.
It's as simple as that, and it's just like the actualization of it. Seeing artists go out and do that and win off the music. Obviously, like, again, there's extra stuff, marketing, endorsements, that. But win off genuine music, because that's what's going to give you the platform in the first place. Gives me a lot of hope to say, if I can leverage this skill set that I know I have intrinsically, this natural skill to write and be able to like relay some emotion, I think I can do the same thing.
So you said the surface level one is don't limit yourself, don't put yourself in a box. What are some of the deeper lessons you think you take from Drake?
In terms of creation and
anything in terms of anything.
Quality. That'll probably be, it will probably be quality. And the reason I say that is because Drake came out the gate with high level or high caliber music, visuals, clothing. Like there wasn't really a growing process. There was growing in terms of scale, but there wasn't growing in terms of he looks like someone I could see doing this like next door or at university or no.
Do you know what's interesting? I feel like a lot of artists. I put Kanye in this category, Drake in this category. No, not Jay-Z.
Yes.
It's almost like you like a lot of their old stuff more than their new stuff.
Yes.
I feel like with Drake,
no, Kanye. I like Kanye's everything.
Really?
I can see that too.
I like Kanye's everything. I love Kanye. Like my top three. But I think like College Dropout was like the gold standard.
Yeah.
With Drake, I feel like Drake almost like some of like his new stuff is even better than his old stuff. Like his old stuff is good, but he just like he's not at his peak yet. You know, some artists you're like, okay, like you're still good, but like your best days were like.
I feel like you're the first person to tell me that about Drake.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what's it called? What's the most recent album? Scorpion.
Yeah.
Like that was a banger. Like Views was good. More you didn't.
I disagree with that. Scorpion was not a
Nah, I have to look at the.
Let me change this. Scorpion had bangers.
Had bangers, but it wasn't a banger.
So like what would you say is the top Drake album?
For me, if you're reading this, easily, for me, it's not close.
Really?
Real talk, it's not close.
Really?
It's that, and then a little bit of space, and then probably Take Care or Nothing Was the Same.
I like Nothing Was the Same. My favorite.
Fair, I can see that too.
This one with the baby, right? With the sky.
Mm.
You know which one I kind of liked? If you're reading this, that I like that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I forget that.
It has no skips.
I like
Legend
that one.
Energy.
I loved it.
No Telling has some of the hard. Okay, I don't even want to make this. We're making this a Drake thing, but like,
I know.
No Telling has the hardest bars.
Okay, last thing about Drake.
So crazy.
One, I like what something you said. This is how I feel about College Dropout. No skips. This is why a lot of artists I don't want to go to their concerts. Because some artists, it's like you like them, but like really you like 4 songs.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that the 2-hour concert when I only like 4 songs.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Drake, Kanye, I can be there for the entire concert.
Hits,
I'm bumping everything.
Hits.
But anyway, that's enough about Drake. Shout out Drake.
Let's go. Check. She ain't gotta tell me what to do with it. I already